The matrix does not need to steal your money if it can successfully steal your attention. The system has engineered a highly addictive environment designed to keep you permanently distracted. It demands that you remain constantly connected, instantly available, and hyper-responsive to every notification, email, and algorithm. The masses proudly call this multitasking. They believe that being constantly busy is a sign of importance. The elite know the brutal truth: busyness is a trap. Multitasking is a cognitive glitch. Computer scientist Newport decoded the ultimate defense mechanism in his manual, Deep Work. He exposed that the modern world functions on shallow work, tasks that require zero intense focus and produce zero real value. If a machine or a minimum wage worker can replicate your output, you are entirely replaceable. The true architect does not operate in the shallow waters. To engineer a complex logistics network, to design an unbeatable monopoly, or to manipulate the value equation, you require unbroken, brutal concentration. The elite weaponize their focus. They build an impenetrable wall around their attention. They understand that in an economy of distracted zombies, the man who can sit in absolute silence and focus on a single complex task for 4 uninterrupted hours is the man who controls the market. Today, we patch the distraction glitch. We initialize the isolation protocol. To extract massive wealth, you cannot rely on willpower. The matrix is specifically engineered to drain your willpower before you even begin your work. The true architect does not fight distractions, he eliminates them completely. He relies on structural isolation. He builds the deep vault. Deep work is not something you do while your phone is resting on your desk, face up. It requires a ruthless physical separation from the noise of the world. When the elite prepare to execute high-tier operations, whether they are scaling an international logistics network or designing a Grand Slam offer, they completely sever the connection to the outside world. You must engineer an environment with a zero-tolerance policy for interruptions. No notifications, no immediate replies, no open digital tabs. When you eliminate every possible escape route for your brain, your mind is forced to adapt. You enter a state of neurological hyperdrive known as the flow state. In this state, cognitive friction disappears. Your mental processing speed doubles. The boundaries of time begin to warp. A strategic problem that would take a distracted, fragmented mind a full month to solve is completely dismantled and executed in a single, uninterrupted morning. You stop reacting to the market, you begin dictating it. But entering the vault is only the beginning. To permanently guard your focus, you must adopt a dangerous new identity in the eyes of the matrix. The matrix thrives on your absolute availability. It expects you to be a public terminal, constantly reacting to every minor crisis, every supplier delay, and every trivial problem your team encounters. But the elite operate on a completely different frequency. They become deliberately inaccessible. If you are managing a cross-border logistics empire or running multiple high-ticket digital storefronts, being available 24/7 does not make you a leader. It makes you a bottleneck. You are managing the friction, not the machine. Newport emphasizes the philosophy of strict communication boundaries. You must train the market, your partners, and your team to respect the walls of your vault. You do not react to their timeline, you dictate the communication windows. When you make yourself strategically unreachable, a profound shift happens. The minor, insignificant problems suddenly solve themselves. The digital noise dies down. You force your operating systems and your staff to develop their own execution skills while you remain locked in the vault, focusing entirely on high-leverage value creation. You are not a customer service representative. You are the architect. The Matrix will try to make you feel guilty for ignoring it. It will call your silence arrogance. Let it. Your silence is the exact weapon that guarantees your absolute dominance. The Matrix has built an entire economy of distracted slaves. It steals their focus, fragments their energy, and ensures they never possess the depth required to rise above the noise. But you are the architect. You have engineered digital leverage that works while you sleep. You have constructed a micro-monopoly that eliminates competition. You have fortified your mind with stoic ice, upgraded your biological hardware, and decentralized your geographic existence. You possess the ultimate formula for value extraction. But none of these weapons will fire if you lack the focus to pull the trigger. Your attention is your final, most dangerous asset. When you construct the deep vault, shut out the noise, and train your mind to execute high-level operations in absolute, unbroken silence, you become completely untouchable. While the masses are swiping, reacting, and begging for cheap dopamine, you are building a borderless logistics and digital empire in the shadows. If you are ready to reclaim your mind, weaponize your focus, and build your empire in absolute silence, subscribe to The Lost Chapter. Guard your vault. Master your focus.